Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Tovia. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make smothered cabbage and potatoes. You'll find the recipe in the description box. So I'm melting 5 tablespoons of salted butter on medium-high heat. And to that I'm adding about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. I'm adding the vegetable oil to the butter because I want to raise the smoking point so the butter won't burn. And if you don't want to use butter, you can use, vegetable oil. You can use bacon fat. It's whatever you choose. So I have about 5 medium Yukon Gold potatoes that I just sliced into about half-inch pieces. I peeled them. You can use white potatoes, red potatoes. If you don't want to peel the potatoes, it's totally up to you. The choice is yours. So I'm going to increase the heat to high. And I'm going to allow the potatoes to begin to sear. So as they begin to sear and get a brown crust, I'm going to season with just some kosher salt to taste. Some black pepper. I'm using coarsely ground black pepper here. I don't really have measurements for this. This is all just simply to taste. So I love coarsely ground black pepper. Really flavor. Also, I'm going to hit it with garlic powder. Just season the outside. This is all to taste. And I love onion powder, so I'm hitting it with onion powder. So let's give this a quick toss. And all that butter is going to really absorb into the potatoes and give this dish a lot of flavor. So after getting everything to stir, I'm going to let it just sit and brown for a minute, and then I'm going to decrease the heat to medium high. So this has been going for about 2 minutes, and I gave it a stir about every 30 seconds, and I just decreased the heat to medium high. So I have one huge yellow onion. If you can't find an onion that's really big, just use a few yellow onions and slice it however you desire. I just sliced it in half and then went down and sliced it so it's julienne. So I add almost all of the onion, and I'm just going to give this a toss, and I'm going to cook this for another minute or two. I just want the onion to begin to cook a bit, so we'll be back. This has been going for a couple of minutes. Oh, it smells delicious. Now, if you find that your pot begins to get a little dry, just add a little bit more oil to it. So I have one large head of organic cabbage that I just sliced it. I cut it up into just small pieces. And I cut into small pieces so that way the cabbage will cook quick. So I'm going to let this cook. I'm still on medium-high heat. I just poured the cabbage over. I'm just going to let this go for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're going to toss everything. So it's been about 5 minutes. I'm just going to give everything a toss. It smells amazing. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and ring the notification to be notified of my uploads. Follow me on social media, and also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Now, if you want to add kielbasa sausage to this, or andouille sausage, or bacon or ham, the choice is yours. Just make this your dish. I'm sure I'm going to get some of those commenters that'll come and say, "This is not how my grandmother made this dish." Well, I don't look like your grandmother either. I don't think I'm her. So we have our own way of doing things. So after giving this a toss, we're going to hit it with those very same spices, except this time I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons of dried oregano. I'm going to add some more onion powder. This is all to taste. So as much or as less, or if you like, or change the spices. I will just keep saying that because I'm sure I'm going to get some of those commenters. Garlic powder. And now I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of salt. The salt is the important part though. I don't want to add too much salt. You can always add salt in at the end. the black pepper. I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of black pepper. I'm going to add the remaining onion here that I didn't put all of in with the potatoes in the beginning. And I'm also going to add to this a couple of tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm going to give everything a toss. Just make sure all the spices are evenly distributed through everything. And I'm still on medium-high heat. So I'm going to cover this now. I'm keeping on medium-high heat. So covering it, despite some of the comments I know I'll get, covering cabbage is not going to cause it to become soggy. Overcooking it will. So I'm going to let this go for about 15 minutes, but I'm going to stir it every 5 minutes or so. Still on medium-high heat. So this has been going for 15 minutes on medium-high heat. I've been stirring, giving this a toss like every 5 or 6 minutes. And it smells amazing. Look at that. The cabbage has great color, caramelization. And I can tell the potatoes are done. They don't, let me get a fork so I can show you. Potatoes are done, and that's what we're after. Now, if you find that your potatoes are not done, just cook it a little bit longer. But my fork just pierced it with no problem. So taste it for salt and pepper and adjust everything. So here is our smothered cabbage and potatoes. It looks absolutely delicious. It smells delicious. So go ahead and give this a taste. Please hit the thumbs up and share this video. Give everything a... I've garnished it with some parsley. So let's give it a toss. It smells amazing. The cabbage is tender, but it's not mushy. Potatoes completely tender. Let's give that a taste. Very hot. It's so delicious. The buttery flavor from the potatoes, when the potatoes soaked all that butter up, really gives this entire dish such intense flavor. The onions are nice and sweet. The cabbage is tender, delicious, meaty flavor. Please try this recipe, everybody. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to live and be well, and let's do what we can to come together and love each other and support each other. Thank you for watching.